Hey there, folks, and welcome back to a brand new Let's Play adventure. I'll unpause the emulator here and let it start checking its memory. It's another PC98 game, Peret-em-Heru for the Prisoners. This is a RPG Maker game from way back in the day. It came out in 1998. And it was made using the first PC version of RPG Maker. RPG Maker, I think, came out on the consoles first and then was eventually made into a mainly PC thing. But RPG Maker Dante 98 2 is the official name of the engine this game's running in. And I know that some RPG Maker games have a bit of a reputation, and I don't know how well this one will compare to that. But it did win the Platinum Prize in the ASCII monthly contest, Internet Contest Park, and was the only Platinum Prize ever given out during the existence of these contests. So it's the best RPG Maker game from back in the day, perhaps?
Certainly, arguably.
I'm Zerfall.
I'm Dragon.
And why don't we just jump right into this? There's... It's a game based off some Egyptian mythology stuff, but takes place in a relatively modern day, modern for the time, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're curious how well it gets the information correct on this stuff. We'll have to just jump in and find out.
Indeed.
Starting a new game. We'll go through the how to play real quick just to make sure we know what we're doing. Welcome. My name is Mao. Mao Mum. I will be your instructor on how to play this game. Oh, and before we get started with this tutorial, I want to make one thing clear. I have absolutely nothing to do with this game's tale.
Oh. This character was created just for this game. Oh no!
It doesn't really exist. I exist solely to guide you through this tutorial. With that out of the way, let's begin the instructions. This game is one where you'll have to decide what proper actions to employ in certain situations on your own. You cannot progress further by merely talking to everyone. Oh, it's not going to be the typical Japanese RPG adventure.
But we're still going to have to talk to everyone, of course.
Oh yeah. This is a game where you must try various actions in order to move forward. Hey, action! Action? Boy, I know you're out there somewhere.
Huh? What's going on here? And why do I have this ridiculous name?
Okay, boy. Now, come in. Please come in.
I'll be right there. This is an opportunity to try out certain actions, such as push or pull. The target of your action will always be the object directly in front of you. Now then, let's try opening this door by pushing it. But it was a pull door only. Phew.
Ah, so good of you to come in. Now, I have a favor to ask.
No. You do?
Would you open that dresser over there?
No. Yes, right away.
But thou must.
Let's head over to this dresser, and stand in front of it. No. You open dressers from the side. In this case, we're going to open this dresser by pulling on the handle.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. It's a push me pull you. Huh? Is there supposed to be nothing inside?
Oh, I just wanted to see you open it is all.
I hate you. Anyways, those are the basics on how to perform actions. Using items or on objects is performed in the same manner. You must be facing the object to use an item on it. However, the recruit teammate action works slightly different. Recruiting teammates only requires you to be in the same vicinity as the person. You do not have to be next to them to use this action. After all, you could just shout to them, "Hey you, get in my party." A good way to judge whether or not you're too far from your teammates is if the background music changes or you're on a different screen entirely.
Okay, so when you're dealing with your teammates, it's going to have their theme playing, I suppose.
Let's try inviting Mr. Mamoon here into our party. Yo, get into my party!
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I see, boy. So you want to be my friend that badly?
No, not really.
I would never stoop myself to that level.
Well, that's good. You don't deserve to be a party member anyway.
Maybe if you were to grovel on your knees and beg, perhaps then I would change my mind.
Oh well, not like it matters anyways. And on that note, this concludes our tutorial. Good luck!
Hey, I'm the one who calls the shots here.
Not anymore. I'm the god! I'm the god!
So there's our little, I guess, how to play introduction to the game. We know how it works now. We're using actions. There's really only like 3 items in the game. Either that or the README is leaving some stuff to the imagination.
Indeed.
But let's go ahead and watch the opening here.
Yeah, it's a Westwood Studios game. The once proud, industrious, and rich civilization of ancient Egypt. Its ruins are home to many great wonders and treasures. However, the greatest amongst these is the Great Pyramid of Giza. I've been there.
They put great right in its name. Obviously, it's the greatest.
The intent and method behind the construction of this pyramid is veiled in countless mysteries, such as the theory of pyramid power.
Yeah. Did they teach you about the theory of pyramid power while you were there?
It's really not true.
Are you sure?
We know exactly why it was built and how. Khufu, the second pharaoh of the 4th dynasty, was the one who led its construction. However, all traces of the pharaoh himself have been lost. Neither his remains nor vast inheritance have been found. After all, he made his tomb very noticeable. Theorists, historians, archaeologists, all those who pilot these fields have submitted forth their hypotheses, such as the fact that it was very obvious where his treasure was held. However, without desecrating the pyramid, the truth cannot be revealed.
Well, we better get to desecrating then.
I mean, it was looted back in ancient Egyptian times. There is one tentative theory that sparks interest. Oh god! Oh, they cut it in half! Oh, the pyramidinity!
The desecration has begun.
Inside the Great Pyramid is a corridor leading to 3 burial chambers. Above ground are 2 chambers, the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber. From there, a descending passage leads into a subterranean chamber.
Oh, then that leads to the Bishop's Chamber, the Knight's Chamber, and the Rook's Chamber.
Yeah. The pawns have to sit outside. In 1837, one Egyptologist claimed that the Great Pyramid actually housed Pharaoh Khufu's tomb. They tried to confirm this through the accounts described by the Greek historian Herodotus. Though he dug a hole 11 meters underground to prove this theory, all he was able to find in the end was dirt and rock. Shockingly enough, no sand. This did not dissuade those who stood firmly behind his theory, though. You never know what truths you might uncover unless you dig deep enough.
Don't go straight down, though. You might hit lava by mistake.
There are still those who believe this, no matter what adversity faces them. We consider them just the same as flat earthers.
But will you after you've seen the story of this game and learn the truth?
Yes.
It's getting pretty dark in here.
Really should have brought a lamp or a flashlight.
What's our current status, Kuro?
It'd be Kuroe. Koji Kuroe. Let's see. According to the CSAMT, Controlled Source Audio Frequency Magnetotellurics, scan, we're approaching 25 meters. Shouldn't be much longer now. It's so nice of him to tell his professor what CSAMT stood for.
Yeah. And just to introduce you to these two characters, on the left here we have Professor Shūjin, a shrewd and cunning professor. I'm looking at the wrong file here. It's probably the same thing, but just want to make sure here. Professor Shūjin is an old man with a deep desire for prestige in the world of scholars. He has an impeccable reputation, never losing sight of his goals. This man is moved by purpose. He holds abounding knowledge and is bold and full of energy, despite his age and countless achievements. And his protege here is the doctor, Koji Kuroi? Is that how you said it was pronounced?
Close enough.
Good enough. He's a man obsessed with self-advancement. He's never satisfied with his life, thus leaving him always wanting more. Though a kind and considerate gentleman, he can lose sight of the bigger picture in his pursuit of personal success. Those are the people we're dealing with right now. Look at him. He's got such ambition on his face as he looks down this hole.
Whereas Tsuchida is kind of looking a little arrogant there.
Yeah. I see. If things go as smoothly as our survey would indicate, we should make quite the discovery. The type that mankind rarely witnesses within their own lifetime. Or so I hope. I'd hate to suffer humiliation after all we've been through.
You say that, but aren't we kind of going off on a limb here? The electromagnetic findings do indicate something, but it's far from being reliable or conclusive.
I'm well aware of that. That is why we are merely double-checking. Many who believe in Herodotus, Herodotus' writings, hold fast to the belief that the tomb of Kumkufu lies somewhere underground.
I'm not here for a history lesson, Professor. Meanwhile, I am, actually. Simply point me in the direction of his treasure, and I will be one happy camper.
He's an oars.
He is that, but he's also an archaeologist taking after Dr. Jones himself.
Mark my words. I have a good feeling about this one. I'm not asking much of you. As long as you cooperate, I assure you that you'll get your piece of the pie.
Oh, we're going to play Trivial Pursuit?
Yep, here's your Egyptian piece.
Sweet! Also, I had a good feeling. You're the boss. I'm in no position to question the world authority on ancient Egypt, so direct me as you wish.
And just don't drop our stuff, Percy. Seems our biggest concern now will be when the SCA, Supreme Council of Antiquities, starts to notice what we're doing. Oh, no. See, you said off screen. You can't just walk in there like that. It turns out you can't. They're just blowing up stuff as it
right.
is.
So also, I'm sorry, that's not what SCA stands for. That's the Society of Creative Anachronism. Oh, God, everyone knows that. Makes sense. No wonder you're getting so worked up over this. Still, we're a bit understaffed, aren't we? The rest of our crew hasn't arrived yet.
Fire in the hole! Get down! Halt you. I pay you to do your job, not imitate action heroes. Sorry, sir. I wasn't trying to act cool or nothing. You see, there's an extremely thick layer of bedrock. I have no choice but to resort to explosives. Oh, I see.
It's good that he asked whether he should blow it up.
He's just going ahead.
I can smell it. There's definitely a tomb down here.
Well, what's our status now?
Well, we actually got poisoned.
Just give me a moment, sir. We accidentally breathed in a bunch of mummy dust. What's this? Sirs? The bedrock below it gave way. There appears to be some kind of chamber down here.
Yeah, now we're in Minecraft.
There appears to be some kind of Minecraft.
You're kidding me. Could it be? We finally found it?
Here's the plan. You two stay up here. I'll descend below to see what I can find.
Oh yeah, get all the treasure for yourself.
Yep.
The chamber was originally sealed, right? Are we sure that the air down there is breathable?
According to my senses, we should be fine. There's definitely not too much CO2, the only thing my lungs can detect down here. Yes, I'm absolutely positive. I don't smell any toxic fumes at all. All right, men. I'm headed below. Kuroi, I hope your eyes are adjusted by now.
If you can smell the toxic fumes, it's usually too late. There's a reason why miners...
Listen, this guy is a doctor of history and archaeology, not a doctor of not dying.
Apparently not. Right.
Oh, look at our eyes have adjusted so much. It's much brighter down here.
Sweet.
Oh. These stone walls. This is it. This is definitely it. I have no doubt about it. These are man-made. Or are they? Hey, Kuroi. We did it. Get down here quickly. Oh, that's just
Sorry,
what
boss.
happens if you hit talk at the bottom of the...
Sorry, boss. I dropped the pyramid.
So we have some access to some actions already. We can survey. We can shout. Professor, let's take a deep breath. Woo! I did it. There's a few things. I gotta remember that you actually use the escape key in this one. Oh, he's just saying that. He said something different last time, I thought. Oh, well. We can also survey the area. Now, let's see here. I have to say, for a newly discovered chamber, it's quite underwhelming. Where are all the murals? Ah, stairs. Let's descend them.
Eyes going down to Goblin Town.
Yep. How vast. Even more than I thought it'd be. Incredible. Who would have thought that the subterranean chamber would be even more structurally advanced than the above-ground chambers?
Professor Tsuchida! Are you still alive down there?
I'm quite fine. Why don't you come down here and see for yourself? What's the matter, Kuroi? Dumbfounded in astonishment?
There are no words. I was actually expecting something significantly more interesting.
I was expecting some words on the wall. Would you believe this is only the beginning for us? Do you realize we have made an unfathomable discovery?
I mean, we're less than a fathom underground. Don't forget, we also committed an unfathomable crime.
Do you mean in the eyes of the World Heritage Committee? WHC? What a bunch of crock. Those old codgers would rather see the world's past rot away under the guise of protection. Look, feel, touch the pyramid's walls, bask in its ancient history, listen to its memories. The World Heritage Committee would deny you all of this. That is their true nature, to stop us from solving its riddles.
Well, I mean, they're the Illuminati after all. Moreover, they seek to destroy the most basic of human emotion, curiosity, the thirst for knowledge. Now let me go touch this wall here and watch it just disintegrate under my hands, so no one else can see it. They want to prevent us from investigating the mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid. What hypocrites. I'm with you, Professor. Our work here is of the utmost importance. We should explore further inside, so I can get that treasure.
I've forgotten. I'm not the spring chicken I used to be.
Oh, well, I was getting kind of hungry.
Well,
Chicken.
You must want a fall hen then. such an enormous room.
Somehow I expected this entire place to look a bit more ancient.
Oh.
What's that? Look over there, Professor!
Is this a door? I mean, it certainly looks like one.
I'm sure of it. There has to be something beyond this. Let's get the miner to blow it up.
I agree. However, it appears this door won't budge with just our strengths combined.
We failed our open doors rule.
Yeah. Roy, would you go fetch that miner from before?
On it! Meow.
Even with that man we hired, I'm still not convinced we have enough manpower. What we truly need is some horsepower. I was too hasty in my preparations. Damn it. Was this all for naught? No. I have to act fast before the SCA finds me. I have to lead the charge and blaze a trail to glory and grand discovery. But to do that, I have to get through this blasted door. Then everything will finally be unveiled. I will plunder all your secrets, you hear me?
Professor?
Ah, you're already back. Well, I'll be. There really are ruins down here. Yes, yes. Now, could we ask one last favor of you? What's that, sir? My assistant and I are fairly confident that this object here is a door. You look like you've got some muscle. Do you think you can try to open it for us? Yes, sir. Let me handle it. Wow, this door is pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy door, dude. So, it's too much even for you. Don't sweat it. I've got it under control. Heave ho! Heave ho! Ah, I think it budged just a bit. What? That's great. Keep at it. Yes, sir. Nerg.
What? It's nothing to lose your head over, buddy. I mean, we could just get some dynamite to blow it up.
Ooh.
How could this be, Professor?
I don't know.
The Westwood music has just started. What the hell just happened?
Wheeze, wheeze.
Professor, get a hold of yourself!
Mm-hmm. I will be all right.
Still, what just happened here?
Roy, do you see anything that might tell us what caused his death?
I mean, his head came off. Nothing.
I see.
Could this be the work of Khufu's curse?
No. What? I didn't press a button. Stop spouting rubbish. Oh, we're bringing up the CIS here, or whatever. Or the SCI, Special Crimes Investigation. Stop talking rubbish. Oh, over here. Roy, look.
What is it?
Focus your attention right along here. There's a very fine thread stretched across. Could it be wire?
Huh? Where? I don't see.
Look, I'm an old man and I can see this. What's wrong with your eyes?
Heck, my hand's bleeding. I barely even touched it, so how did I get cut?
And so easily, too. I see.
Oh, it's monomolecular. Yeah, I didn't even notice until it was already too late.
So, it's an extremely sharp wire then. Most fascinating. Not only is it a wire, it's an extremely sharp wire. Clearly a man-made trap.
Understand the severity of the situation? In a nutshell, This is a decapitation wire meant to kill those who disturb Pharaoh Khufu's chambers.
Or at least the first one of them.
If we don't properly respect his legacy, he'll strike us down as unworthy to stand in his presence.
Indeed. This is a grave matter for us. He puts on his sunglasses.
And then there's an explosion.
We cannot...
See, I told you we should have just blown that door.
It's true. The wire would have easily broken. We cannot proceed further in our current state.
Perhaps once we gather more people, we may be able to explore more safely and expeditiously.
At the very least, we can make them go first.
Indeed.
True. True, especially when my team of researchers won't arrive until tomorrow.
Yeah, we really rushed ahead of ourselves, didn't we?
Not as much as that guy. It was unavoidable. We're at the complete mercy of the SCA.
I think we're also at the complete mercy of the cops pretty soon.
Yeah. I had to strong-arm my way thus far, and the SCA is already suspicious of my persistence. ... What can I do? As long as I have my assistant, no, my pawn, I will be fine.
Hey, I've been kinged!
Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yes, there's nothing left to think about. It's all going to be that simple. After all, I have no other alternatives left to me.
Professor? Did you say something out loud? So what now? Are we putting things on hold until our crew arrives?
As long as I'm still standing, we're going to keep marching forward. Our primary issue is indeed our lack of manpower, but we have more pressing matters to attend to. First, I need you to go hide that body.
Are you serious, Professor? Let's think this over rationally.
Ah, you're right. It makes much more sense to Weekends at Bernie's this.
We just tape his head back on, it's fine.
Cease your whining and follow orders. I'm counting on you, Kuroi. Then he just takes off.
What a grand place has turned out to be. 2 men in a tomb with a fresh corpse. It is just like Weekend at Bernie's. Just what the doctor ordered.
I've seen that movie, 2 men in a tomb and a tomb in a pizza place.
Well, whatever. I gotta follow the professor's orders.
Or you could just go to the cops.
I cannot delay.
So, this is all up to Kuroi and I. No matter. How I look at it, the 2 of us are not enough. I need at least 10 other people.
Oh, so a full party.
Yes, 10 will suffice. The situation has become dire enough that I can no longer afford to keep this a secret between just the 2 of us. I can make matters easier by assembling a suitable workforce right outside this pyramid. He's gonna go out there and be like, "Listen, I got to get the gang together for one last job. Good thing you guys all stand outside this pyramid." Who cares if they're just tourists? Nope. Suddenly he's got all these tourists down here. Didn't even have to recruit them.
Whoa.
How about that 4,550 plus years old heir, huh? Seems all that was available were 8 tourists and their tour guide, all of them Japanese. Far from ideal. But I'll make do with what I have, and this easily makes sense why everyone is speaking Japanese in the game now in the original.
Professor, who are these people?
Common Japanese tourists. As luck would have it, they were all close by Khufu's sanctum.
That's not what I meant. What are they doing here? I haven't hit the body yet.
What seems to be the problem?
They're tourists, Professor. Do you have any idea what will happen if the SCA gets wind of this? Why, they'll be hitting us with their Nerf swords.
Considering our circumstances, I've given up the pretense of hiding this. Besides, it is up to us to elucidate the mystery once and for all behind Pharaoh Khufu's Great Pyramid.
Still, they're tourists, not researchers.
They have their uses. For example, remember the concealed trap by that door?
So you're saying they're cannon fodder?
Correct. They are ideal candidates.
Professor Tsuchida, you can't be seriously suggesting they...
The time is now 1:55 p.m. EET, Eastern European Time, and the door to the inner chambers has been blown open. They did use dynamite.
Yeah.
The SCA will let us stay here for the remainder of the day. However, as the sun goes down, the temperature will drop drastically, so we don't have time to dally long. Remember, people, this is not a sightseeing trip. Our purpose is to delve into the depths, to survey and appraise the antiquities within, and to solve the mystery of Pharaoh Khufu and the Great Pyramid.
That's great and all, but how should we start?
We must keep risk at a minimum, and therefore... You lad, what's your name?
Oh, do you mean me? My name is Ayuto. Ayuto Asaki.
I see. Now, Ayuto, would you mind carrying this flashlight for me? I will be following right behind you.
Okay.
Oh, my shoelace is undone. Sorry, Ayuto. Would you mind scouting ahead while I take care of this?
Eh?
And after this, I have to wash my hair.
You don't have hair.
Don't worry, it'll only take a moment. And now that we're switching characters, we should be switching videos.
Indeed.
So next time, folks, Ayuto is going to be headed into the darkness, alone with just a flashlight to guide him.
See you then, everyone.
Bye.